this year we're going to be going up the Monument Canyon Trail. Last year we took the Wedding Canyon up to Independence Monument and then back down Monument Canyon. But this year, Nancy's going with it. So she's going to attempt to go up there. So we're going up Monument Canyon. It's a little bit easier. There's the island back out there. So we will be going on the south side of that. And as you can see back behind us, the sun is starting to come up. It's 6:08 I have, and it is about 60 degrees this morning. This is the test of my knee to see how well it does. We did 4.25 miles a few days ago up to Black Ridge and back. So this is 5 miles, and but it has a lot more elevation gain than Black Ridge. Also, we will be excuse me, more exposed to the sun because we're going up Monument Canyon. But we'll see how we do. Nancy, this is her first really long hike. Black Ridge was, I think, the longest that she's done up to this point. So we're going to try to beat the heat today. All right, so we made a little turn, and we're going to be heading down by this little residential area. And you can see there's a wildlife fence there that also separates the national park, or I should say national monument, from everything else. But we'll be going down that way and then heading up through the other side of this ridge here, making our turn up into Monument Canyon. Look at these beautiful old trees here, and I know on a hot day this is a nice shady place to sort of catch a breath on the way back. But here we go, heading. Oh, and I can see Independence Monument there in the distance, right there. That's our goal, right there, Independence Monument. We've traveled 0.69 miles, 87 feet elevation gain. The rock. It will be on rock for on and off for a little while. Excuse me. On our way back, this rock will be hot from the sunshine. But I'm gonna just let you look here at the beauty that's here. Just magnificent. We were just passed by a hiker up there making a little bit better pace than what we are. And looks like when we make this turn here, we're going to be out in the sun. So we'll see how warm it is. Right now we've been in the shade, and it has been very cool to be in the shade. So we head up this way, make a little turn, and we just keep plugging along. 1.06 miles, 199 feet elevation gain. So you might be wondering, how's my knee doing? It's doing pretty good. I get a little stiffness in it every once in a while, but it feels strong. And I did notice that whenever I stand still for a long period of time, it has a tendency to tighten up a little bit. But other than that, the knee is doing good. Nancy's back there behind me. She's taking some video and some pictures of everything, and we're just gonna keep plugging along, moving on, out in the sun now. But at least I feel a nice little breeze every once in a while that sort of keeps things cool. The rocks have also changed along this part of the trail. It's no longer like that sandstone that we were walking on before. This is hard and almost sounds a little volcanic, but just the sound of it just sounds different. And we're chugging right along. We had a little bit of an uphill back there, but that was nothing. And looking around here at these large boulders that have fallen over time. Just spectacular. As I'm looking back over all this scrub here. Just so pretty. Looks like right up through there might be a balance rock. We're in the shade, that's why I paused. We're at 315 feet elevation gain, 1¼ miles, so we're halfway there. This is a little tricky part right here where you sort of lose the trail just real quick. You gotta sort of do a little scramble over a couple of rocks like Nancy was doing there. You come down through these boulders. And then the trail picks up over here. Here's another place along the trail. You come to this and then you realize you've got to go up that way. So yeah, there's no markings, no cairns, nothing like that. So you just gotta figure out a way, but it's not too hard. We've got about a mile to go. We've got 415 feet elevation gain, and we're continuing to go up. You can see we're going to go right on up this way, and then we'll make a turn and head out to here, and then turn up into the valley. But you can look around here. It's just, we've come through all these huge rocks, boulders actually, and here's the little valley, the canyon on the other side. But we're going to keep chugging along. Nancy's hanging in there. So we'll keep going. My knee feels good. And my legs feel strong. So Nancy and I are trying to stay ahead of some noisy people behind us. We could hear them coming from a long way away. We like the quiet so we can listen to the animals around us. 1.75 miles and 520 feet elevation gain. And we come around a corner, and there's our goal. Independence Monument. We've only got 3/4 of a mile left to get there. And when we get there, we're gonna sit, eat some cereal bars, drink a lot of fluid, maybe explore a little bit around it, because I want to get to the place where I can get a video of the flag that's up on top. And maybe see that guy that we encountered in the parking lot this morning. He was hiking up here in an effort to climb Independence Monument by himself, solo. So we might see him up there. All right, 552 feet elevation gain, 2.15 miles. Come around this corner, we'll get a really good view of Independence Monument. We can already see some of the other structures up against the canyon wall through there. There it is. There's Independence Monument. We've only got a quarter mile to go. There it is. And right up there, I see our signpost. There's your sign. There it is. We made it. Touch. There you go. So let's see, from here, there's Otto's Trail, right up there. Then looking back this way, that's the Canyon Rim Trail through there, out to Window Rock, right there. If you look right through here, you can see the shelter for the Book Cliff view. This is the island right here. Down that way is Wedding Canyon. It's the way I came last year. And then looking back this way, you can see all these beautiful monoliths sticking up back through there. Here comes Nancy. She made it. Touch the sign. Touch the sign. There you go, and raise your hands in triumph, because Nancy made it to Independence Monument. So we're going to explore a little bit around the monument. I want to walk up this side a little bit, because this is where the climbers start their climb, is on this side of it. So I'm just going to walk up this way a little bit and see what we can see. And I'm just going to pause here and just swing back. You can see the Fruta through there, and the Book Cliffs off in the distance, and there's Nancy there. And I'm without my backpack right now. I left it down on the rock I always rest on. But this area up here is the area that they climb to, but many times they'll rest here after going up through that little crevice there. So let's walk around, see what we can see. So I'm around to this side of the monument, and if you look, you can see someone climbing right there. Hello!
How you doing? Doing well, man. I'm stoked.
That's good. I'm up. Doing good. I'm up pretty high. Nancy is down there somewhere, and I'm up pretty high here. Let me see if I can go up just a little bit further. I made it. I made it. I'm at the actual base of the monument, and there you can see a rope where someone is climbing, I'm sorry, up to the top. So I am swing this around, see if you can see me. I made it, and I actually touched the base of Independence Monument. That is so cool. And let me swing the camera back around and just have a look over the valley. And what I want to do is go back down, walk around to the other side of the monument, and see if we can see the flag up on top. So it's just up there, right in that little area. And as you can see, there's a ton of scree here. And boy, you can slip so easily on that. So I'm taking my time going back down there. But it's a a little tricky to navigate. We're going to go on this little trail here. It actually ends up going up on the canyon rim up there. It's what they call the Upper Monument Canyon Trail. But it also takes us to the other side of Independence Monument. And that's where I want to walk over to and see if I can see the flag up on top. So we're going to make our way over there and see what we can see. All right, so we've come around to the other side, almost to the other side of the monument. And if you look up, there's the American flag right there. So we come around to this side of it. This is the now at one point, and I believe it was pre-flood, not what scientists will tell you, this here was joined up to this, and then this was joined to that. But I believe when the floodwaters came and started washing this away, that's what led to this being separated from that fin there. And if you look around at all the debris that's around here, there's a lot of boulders and rocks. Right up there is the flag. So there you can look and you can see the flag up there. Somewhere up there is a climber, and we're here at the base. And that's interesting, if you look at the base here, how it's starting to wash away underneath, right through there. But from here on, this trail then heads down this way, and I think it goes around and then back up, because it goes near the coke ovens, which I think are over that way somewhere. But it's pretty cool being down here. I think Nancy's enjoyed it.
Yes, very much.
And now I think she's ready to head back because the sun has come out and it's directly on us, and it's, even though there's a little breeze, that sun is warm. So we're going to head on back now. And it's with sadness that for this year, 2024, we leave Independence Monument. It's been a really good trip up here. We've had a good time. It's been good weather. And now it's Nancy's turn. She'll be in front, leading the way back. So if we get lost, this is a recording of what happened on this journey. So that way you might be able to find our decomposed, slightly eaten bodies somewhere along the side of the trail. It's 9:34 as we're leaving Independence Monument, and we're trying to sort of speed up our pace a little bit to get back before the sun really starts beating down on us. It's already warm, to your right. It's already warm, but the more that sun comes out overhead, these rocks are going to get hot and they're going to start giving off heat. And when they do, you could fry an egg on the rocks. So we're going to try to beat that back as best we can. These so-called scientists will tell you that that black rock that you're looking at down here is some of the oldest rock in Colorado National Mine. Don't know about that. Now, I don't claim to be some type of creationist expert, but you know, they talk about these rocks being millions and millions of years old. Okay, that's fine. You know, you can carbon date it all you want. Carbon dating has proved to be very, very inaccurate. But my thought is, Adam and Eve, when God created Adam and Eve, how old were they the next day? You know, you could say, well, they were 1 day old. But you know, they were whatever age God created them. Some people say that they were about the age of teenagers. Some people say maybe early 20s. We don't know. But we know they weren't 1 day old. So if God could create man that way, couldn't he do the same thing to rocks? I don't know. It's just a thought. It's a theory. It has no basis to anything other than it's a thought. So it's something to think about. And we're still making our way down, and boy, that sun is pretty hot. And through this area, I want to be extra careful because it was just down here, just a little ways further on down, last year, that my foot slipped. My right leg slipped, and I jammed my right knee. And oh, it hurt so bad because that was before I had my knee replacement surgery. And I gotta pause here a minute. I was just walking along and came off a rock and felt my bad knee, my right knee hyperextend. Oh, it was both scary and painful. And it was just bone on bone, bone hitting bone. And that's what happens when you get on this type of surface, because underneath this soil, this sand essentially is rock, and because you have that sand on top of the rock, it can be slick, and if you don't plant your foot right or have good footing, you're going to fall, or do as I did, jam your knee. So we're going to try to be a little careful down through here, but boy, it is starting to get warm. I think Nancy's tired. Well, we made it back to the little what I call the oasis here. Nice, cool spot. We made it back. We're about back to the parking lot now. And it's been a hot day today. But we made it again. This is my third or fourth, I think. And Nancy's first time doing it. And I think she's ready for air conditioning and water and all of that kind of stuff. So we glad we made it. And completed our trek for another year.